Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Independent, free spirit. Ooh, it's so serious. Where my girls at? We ain't linked up in a cool minute. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. Where my girls at?
Here we go. Down. Where my girls at? Well, we are here. We are here. Well, we made it. Looks like we made it, friends. Look like we made it. Friday. Here we go. Yes. Jalen, thank you. Jalen, when I tell you I need that round of applause, Friday, this has been a week, my brother. So, Jalen, you deserve a round of applause. Our board operated with 19 a.m. Yeah. You know what? Everybody should have. Everybody, your goal in life is to have your own radio show so you can get a round of applause. Well, it's Friday, and we got half the girlfriends here. Hey, Casey Lorraine, one of our always, yeah, in glory. Does she look amazing? I said, I'm down here looking like a you know what, but Glory's holding it down for us today. She is holding it down.
Girl, yeah. Put a little curl in the hair and people talk about it all day long. Just a little curl,
I know it looks really pretty like that, Glory. Glory had a photo shoot today. It's Friday. Looks like we made it. Everybody, give yourself a big hug. You made it through the week. We're ready for the weekend. It's the Force of Friendship, brought to you by 19 a.m. The Superstation. Casey, you're so sweet. You don't have to say that, baby. I'm all good. My confidence is intact. Thank you. Hey, Renata. Well, you guys, can you believe we're dashing into December? December is here. Last month of 2022. What are you going to do with 2022? We got a few days left because, baby, my theme is get ready for me in 2023. Get ready for me in 2023. And so, yes. And so we're going to talk today about de-stress December, how to not get so caught up in it all that you forget to breathe, that you forget to drink your water, that you don't put too much pressure on yourself. ATM, get ready for me in 2023. You know it, girl. You know it. And so this is what I'm saying, you guys. It was my show. It's Glow and Sabrina. Katrina is in Jamaica at a wedding. Chrisette was going to see Hamilton tonight, A&D. And so we said, well, do we do encore or do we come on live? And so I said, you know what? We're live. Glow and I can handle it. So we got half the girlfriends and we're going to handle this thing, you guys. So call in 313-778-7600. We want to know, how are you going to handle December? You got to decide right now not to be overwhelmed, not to say yes to too much. Take it off your to-do list. Don't feel guilty about saying no. We're going to talk about it all, y'all. But before we jump into that, let's see what's going on with Gloria, looking beautiful. She had a photo shoot. Gloria's always got something happening. So, Gloria, what you up to?
Woo! I'm excited to be here with y'all. I'm so excited, Sabrina, to be here in the DMV, home for a minute. Real excited. Y'all, I thought I was going to be home for the whole month of December. So this is a great topic at a great time. De-stress. It looks like I might have to go to Dallas on Sunday. Might be back on Tuesday. It just always pops up. But today I had a photo shoot with a woman. It's called Beast Solutions. She is a brand marketing agency here in Baltimore, and I've watched her for a very long time. We've used the same photographer to do pictures together. You guys, there's something magical about getting all dressed up, putting on 3 or 4 outfits, and people taking pictures of you all day. There's just something fabulous about it, putting your brand out there. And if there's a good photographer and a good creative director, all they say all day long, oh, that's so good. Oh, you look so good. Oh, that's so, you hear that all over and over again. Now, I know some people think that might go to your head, but I like it in my head, okay? I like it in my head. And I invite more of it on a regular basis.
And some people like it more than others. I mean, that's a total turn on for some, and others it doesn't do a whole lot for them. And so let's talk about that, because you love the camera loves you, you love getting dressed up. For me, it's a hassle. Do I have to do one more picture? What? Okay, so let's talk about that.
And it's true, Sabrina. It is so true. She doesn't like it, y'all. I got up early this morning. Of course, they told you to pick your outfits 2 days in advance. I was like, okay, now y'all know I ain't gonna do nothing on 2 days in advance. But I got up and I got all these outfits. I took way too many clothes. They ended up using almost all of them. First time my hair's been curled. Y'all believe this? It's the first time I've had my hair curled, I think in 12 years. Seriously.
Really?
It's been a long, long time. I've been texturized for a long time. I think it's been, I said, my grandkids aren't even going to recognize me. And she started flat ironing that thing. This is all I did while she was doing it. Because my hair's so short. And now I know why I didn't have it done, because it's crazy. But I had a makeup artist over here. She got here at 8 o'clock this morning. And I just still like meeting people. So we had a great conversation. Y'all, listen to this, Sabrina. This is a story. Okay, so we got time for stories today, because her brother, it's her half brother, because her mother gave him up when she was young. She was 15 years old. She got pregnant in West Virginia. She gave him up for adoption. He was adopted. Guess how he found his mother? A door-to-door salesman in Lima, Ohio, knocked on the door of this other woman, and they just started talking. And then they started talking about West Virginia. And he says, well, I know somebody in Parkland or whatever city it is in West Virginia. He makes a couple of calls. They make a couple of calls. And sure enough, they find the birth mother, which is her mother. Isn't that something? And he went to the Naval Academy, which is right here in the DMV. He's got a beautiful set of twin boys and another child, a beautiful family. They live out in California. Everybody's happy. I looked at her. I said, you know what? One thing I do love is stories. Stories. So,
wow,
you know,
that's amazing.
Isn't that a story?
Yeah.
Lima, Ohio, she said. And because they were both Black, they just started talking, you know, and it was who do you know, 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 next thing you know, bam.
Right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
as we
really
talk about
something.
de-stressing, friends makes a difference.
Yeah. Who would have thought door to door, knocking on doors, sales, and you find your birth mother?
Right. And he'd been looking for her. And the adopted mother was trying to help him find her the whole time. But guess what? They had, back in the day, she said they would hide the identity. So they told him his mother was white. And she wasn't. She was Black. So it's going to be very hard for him to find her. Ain't that something? And then he found his father later. It was just like, wow. So the story.
That is something. Well, you just full of adventure. You're full of adventure today, Gloria. Okay, now are you going
I'm ready
on a
to talk
date
on our
tonight?
talk radio show. I'm ready to talk for real.
Are you going on a date? Because those eyes are slamming. I know you have let that makeup go to waste.
I know. You know I had to do a Facebook Live. That'll be my date.
I know. Okay. Okay, y'all look for Gloria Mayfield Banks, Facebook Live, baby, because she's going to be in all her glory and all her makeup. I know she's going to get her money's worth, baby. She's going to get her money's worth out of this look. Well, Gloria, while we're talking, this is stressful. This ain't de-stressing. What do you think about TJ Holmes? Have you heard about TJ Holmes? The
girl, yes.
Anchor.
I text my friends. Let me tell you something. I got some friends who love Good Morning America. I texted them. I said, what in the world is going over there on Good Morning America? You need to come over here on CBS Morning where they don't be doing all that crazy stuff. I mean, at first I thought she wasn't the weather woman, was she's not the weather chick. No, that's Ginger. Ginger's the weather chick.
No. She sits right beside him. It's his co-anchor. His co-anchor, Amy Robosh. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's just very interesting that they both separated from their husbands exactly 4 months ago, about the same time. And now they are open about their romance. I just feel some kind of way about that thing. I do. I feel sorry for the the homes have been broken. And I know you can fall in love with people you work with, but doggone it. I mean, TJ, his wife is super bad, an attorney. I was like, okay, you divorcing a whole attorney, your butt ready to pay, and she ain't playing with you. And then, and then Amy is married to an actor, very well known. And
really?
there's, yeah. And so they're saying now that they hate that it was exposed the way it was exposed. But girl, I mean, Gord, what do you think about these office romances and falling in love with people you work with?
Let me say something. It don't matter what I think about it. I know one thing for sure. You ain't supposed to be man-being, pan-being with your work colleague. And that's falling in love with the wrong person. I'm interested to see what ABC is going to do about the situation. I mean, did they go on TV today and they're like, hey, it's like nothing?
Yeah, they went on TV. Of course, it was not brought up, but they just act like, life is what it is. I understand that colleagues said they're admitting to it. They're not trying to hide it. And they just said it's two adult people who are divorced or getting ready to get a divorce. And what's wrong with being in love?
Well, there's a piece of me that really, when I find myself judging people, ain't
nobody judging. We just talking. Ain't nobody judging.
No. I said when I find myself judging people, not what we're doing here. When I find myself judging people and people say, what's wrong with love? I find myself getting all mixed up because I don't want to judge people because I don't know the stories, right? I don't know the other side of the story. So it'd be interesting to know the other side of the stories to see what would bring them to a point. Because, usually one wants to get divorced and the other one doesn't. One wants to get separated and the other one doesn't. No, I'm not that serious. But I think they must have been serious for a minute to get to the point where they would cause a divorce at the exact same time, leave both their spouses. Right. I just find that to be
right. And I didn't watch them that closely, but people were like, I knew it was something. The way she would look at him and the way he would look at her. I didn't never
really
that kind of chemistry. Yeah. I didn't really pay it that close attention, but
do you watch the show yourself? Did you watch the show?
I do. I like TJ a lot. I like him as a morning anchor. Yeah. I like Robin Roberts. I just like Good Morning America.
You're on the Good Morning America side. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm on the CBS side. I'm on the CBS side all day long. That's so funny.
The commercial breaks must have been explosive. Tell me when they go to break, you know what they were doing. Okay. Well, speaking of break, we got to go to a break with the Force of 9 today in the Superstation. Call us. Let us know what you think. We'll be right back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Yes, the girlfriends. Look out for us, you guys. 2023. Get ready for me. That's what it is. The girlfriends are doing a relationship webinar, the first of the year. Over 100 years, about 100 years married collectively. So 9:10 a.m. the Superstation has asked us to do this webinar. We're very excited about it. So get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be some facts. It's going to be some fiction. It's going to be some fibs. It's going to be all those F's, okay? And our spouses are getting ready for it. So that's going to be good. We're going to probably go pretty much straight audio after the first of the year. So get ready for that. So some changes are coming, but we're excited to be with you every day. Rio is even excited. Here he comes wanting a hug, a rub. He's even excited about what we're doing on the radio. So friends, it is December. How are you ending the year? How are you getting ready for the holiday season? We're all so busy. And honestly, I came up with this topic because I was like, before I get overwhelmed, let me de-stress, okay? Let me don't even go there, Sabrina, because it's so much to do. Shopping, house decorated, unpacking a house. I haven't done my water like I need to do my water. I haven't been exercising like I normally do, so I'm still. And so that's how I came up with this topic. And I'm like, Sabrina, you got to get a grip. You got to get back into some of your routine. You got to let some stuff go. It's okay if you don't have every wreath, every window with the wreath, just forget about it, okay? And so I was with Gloria over Thanksgiving holiday, and she's like, I want to go away. I don't want to put up one bell, one whistle, one light. I just want to go away. And so,
y'all, you need to know the differences. Talk about the differences. Okay, she don't like to do no photo shoot, but she loves to decorate her house, and it looks so pretty. She loves to go to Home Goods. Every time you walk over, there's another new sign saying the Mondays are giving you a hug right now. Welcome to our house. I mean, there's a new candle burning. None of that's happening over here. None of it. I don't like to go to Home Goods. I don't like to go to Goods Home. I don't like to go to TJ Maxx. I don't like to go pick up I don't like to go to Michael's. I don't like to do none of that stuff. And so I have a Christmas tree, y'all. Seriously. It comes in a box, and you pull it up from the middle, and you put a pipe underneath it, and there it is. Lights, decorated, lights, camera. So we're like, we don't have any neighbors. They can't see us, so we don't put up Christmas lights. What?
I said, and that's the extent of it. Your pop-up Christmas tree, and you are done, okay?
And you pop it back down. And then if we have family coming, we decorate. But if Juliana doesn't decorate it, it don't get done. So talk about de-stress.
Okay, so viewers, listeners, callers, how do you do December? Seriously, how do you do it? Do you go out? Is it very quiet? What do you do? I was reading how to de-stress December. Let me tell you what they said. They say the holidays look incredibly different for all different people. They're different for everybody. So no one, stop comparing yourself, okay? Do you? So the girlfriends are saying, do you this December? Whatever you feel, do it. So, I love this exercise. It's a December challenge where you, every day on your calendar, Charlene says, easy breezy Christmas decorating. I'm all about life, Gloria. Good. And so on your calendar, December challenge is on your calendar, write something every day on the calendar that makes you feel good, whether it's meditation, whether it's a sauna, whether it's connecting with nature, whether it's sitting down for 2 hours doing absolutely nothing. Write it on your calendar, whatever is going to take you out of your normal routine and make you feel better. And so do that, you guys. I really want you guys to do it. The wellness isn't one size fits all for everybody. So this challenge was created to make your life less stressful and more so do what works for you. But let me give you some ideas of what to write on the calendar to de-stress December. I love this breathing challenge. It's a 4, 5, 6 breathing challenge. And so let me see, what is it? Okay, so, okay. Well, just, okay, so practice, write down 5 things you're grateful for. These are just some things you could do. Meditate for at least 5 minutes. Try a workout that you've never done before. Spend 5 more minutes outside. Get some sunshine. Journal your feelings for the day. Track your water intake. Test out a new recipe. Okay, where's my breathing? Oh, practice 4, 5, 6 breathing. This is good. Do this when you start your day or anytime you find yourself being stressed. How does it work? Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 5. Exhale for 6. I like that. I've never heard that. Breathe in for 4. I tried this early and it felt so good. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 5 and exhale for 6. It's like a deep cleansing breath, you guys. And you think about how many deep breaths do you really take during the day? Oh, never take them. And we gotta do some deep breathing, y'all. Sometimes I'm like, am I even breathing? Okay, did I take a breath? Let me take a breath. Because we're ripping and running and doing this, that, and other. One phone call to the next, one person to the next, putting out one fire over here. So you guys, 4, 5, 6 breathing. Put that on your calendar. Let's see. How about creating a list of dreams for 2022? I see ATM was on here, you guys. And a couple of months ago, he said, I'm going to take my family to Hawaii. It's been a tough year. And she put that on her calendar and made those dreams come true. Well, that's what you could do for 2023. What are you going to put on your calendar that's really going to allow you to dream and get your family all excited? Put it on the calendar. Gloria, what are some things that you do to distress in the month of December? You know, we got people out here still dealing with a lot from COVID. They've experienced a lot of loss, more bills than paycheck because of recession. What would you tell the people?
You know, the first thing that I do, because I don't think there's anybody that doesn't feel some form of overwhelmingness or some form of never enough. And so when I find myself, I tell people, I just try to really pay attention to what I'm thinking. And when I find myself doing that, I do think about those things, Sabrina. I do think about there's people that don't have water. I always take myself back to people that don't have water, people who don't have food. Then I start thinking about the people in the Ukraine, you know, so I just stop myself. Personally, I stop myself from complaining when I go think about the extremes that other people are dealing with. I don't like to compare myself to what's going on here in the US because I don't care how you put it together. You know, I start thinking about what I see on TV. So I don't want to think about that. I want to think about things I know it's way worse than what I see on TV. That's the first thing I do. And the second thing I do, now y'all gonna laugh about this, but I call my accountant and she'll say to me what I want her to say every year. She done like 4 years. Gloria, stop tripping about Christmas gifts for everybody. You don't like to get gifts. You don't like to give gifts. Stop tripping. I call her every year. I'm like, girl, because she's also my friend. She's been my accountant for a long time. She's my friend. I'm like, girl. She's like, it's okay. You give gifts during the year. It's just not my thing. And it bothers me. You know, it bothers me, but it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. So, you know, I can hear myself starting to get stressed about it right now but it ain't my thing. So. Those are the 2 things that I do. What do you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I take a minute and I just sit down and I take just a minute to really reflect on why am I getting myself all worked up? Really, why am I getting myself all worked up? Is it worth it to be worked up? And I start to count blessings. I really start to count blessings. And you think about what's really important. Health, okay? Health is so important. And so it's really, if you don't have your health, you have nothing. And so I just think about all that, counting your blessings along the way, for sure, you guys. And so when you think about December, we're going to help you get organized, organizing your thoughts. When I tell you these girlfriends are some of the busiest women on the planet, they know how to multitask. They know how to make things happen. They know how to have peace in chaos. And so we talk about all of that when we get back. There's the music. We got to pay some bills. We'll be right back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. And I think we have a caller, our friend Marathon. Carlith and I go to a warm weather climate in December. That's good, Eric. You should call in and talk about that. We really want to hear how you do a good distressor to go away. Warm climate. That's good. Eric, call us 313-778-7600. Marathon, are you there, my friend?
Yes, I'm here. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Happy to be here. Same to you. I was enjoying listening to you guys, listening to what you were saying about the relaxation, and you had to get that in.
Yeah, we do. So, Marathon, you got a big December plan? Are you busy with your music? What do you do to not get overwhelmed in the month of December?
Well, I just try and take it easy. I try and take it easy. Sometimes you're not able to get the near family, and sometimes you just have to be to yourself and reflect.
That's good. That's a good point. I'm telling you, because honestly, some family members can stress you all the way out, and some give you what you need to be to distress. So, Marathon, we wish you a happy, healthy December holiday season. Continue to surround those who love you most, and wish you the best. So, thank you for calling, Marathon.
All right. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
See you later, Marathon.
Glory, let's talk about that, because I was reading something the other day and a therapist was saying that it's okay to say no. Around the holiday times, if family stresses you out and is going to send you in a place that you don't want to go, don't
Right.
go to a person's house for the holidays. Just
Yes.
don't go. Don't do that to yourself. It's okay
Yeah,
to say no. I think there comes a place of maturity when you're
Mhm.
okay with saying no to what's not good for you. What are your thoughts there,
Mhm.
Glow?
I love the way you said that there is a time when you get to that place of maturity where you know that however they're feeling about you in that moment, it's not going to last forever. And, you know, your no might disappoint them, but it's better for your heart. It's better for your stress. It's better for your reality. And, you know, a lot of times we say yes when we want to say no, and then nobody has fun. You don't have fun because you didn't want to do it. They don't have fun because they feel the resentment. And it could have all been solved if you had just held on to your truth. But it does come with maturity, and it does take some courage for you to be able to say what you really don't want to do, what you really don't like. And I'm telling you something, Sabrina, I tell you now, when I went on that trip this summer, I came back with abundance, and I came back with, you know, just being okay to do what you want to do. You just have to be okay. You just have to know that you're kind, and you would not do something that's going to hurt somebody else. But just because it's their priority doesn't mean it's your priority. And that comes out a lot in the holiday, because your friends call you and they say, come with me to the party, or they make you drink more than what you really want to drink, or they make you eat more than what you really want to eat, or they say things like, well, just try it. And you know that you're allergic to it. You know it's going to bloat you. You know that doesn't feel good. And they like, just try it. Just try it. It's so good, girl. And then make you start to feel bad. But you have to learn to walk away. And what we're saying here, I think, is important. We're saying it may not be easy, but it's required.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You talk about being kind. In this research about de-stressing for the holidays, it talked about whether be intentionally kind. And I do love that human mankind, it does seem like people are more joyful, people are more giving in the month of December, people are kinder, they're out shopping, they have more smiles on their faces. But it said whether you buy Starbucks for the person behind you in line or donate to your favorite cause for Giving Tuesday, do something for someone else. And so that's another way to de-stress, you guys. It doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, give. Bake a pie for a neighbor, bake cookies for somebody who's not feeling good today. Call somebody and say, I was just thinking about you. You're a wonderful person. I mean, you guys, depression is a real thing right. Amongst so many. And people, I mean, they say coming out of COVID, depression is at an all-time high. And even the people who you think are okay are not. And so you've got to do more welfare checks. Just calling people. I'm just thinking about you. How do you feel? How's it going? What were you going to say, Gloria?
You know, I have someone in my family who's in the therapy arena. Just to go over that point, Sabrina, that people don't realize, even though people are walking around with a smile on their face, they have enough capacity to smile when they're in front of other people, but then they go away. And so it's really important that we understand how important it is to make people feel okay, to compliment people when you really see a compliment, or give them a place of encouragement when you can, because you don't know how they're feeling. And if you find yourself feeling that way as well, the more you give to other people, the better you become. Even if it's reading a book to somebody or doing something for them, it makes such a difference, especially if you're feeling blue and you can't seem to get out of it. But what she said was, and what we want to say here is that if you're looking for a therapist and it's hard to find, it's not just you. Everybody is having a hard time finding the therapist that's right for them. So, Eric, you got to call in because I want to know where you're going in the warm weather. 313-778-7600 and tell us where you're going because me and Ken might meet you there.
Okay. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Top 10 top tips, you guys, to distress. Number 1 is manage your time. Use a calendar. Know what it is doing. If it seems to be too much, when you look at it at a glance, take it off the calendar and be okay with that. Gloria's yawning. She's about to go to sleep. You go to bed. You need to get some rest, Gloria. That's what you
know
need
what?
to do.
You're negative, and I'm the only girlfriend you have here today. So if I were you, I would ignore some of the things that you're getting ready to say right now. Okay. All my girlfriends over here on Facebook are with me. I'm not yawning like, I'm just, okay. And I'm the only girl you got right now, sister. I'm the only one you got right now.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So use a calendar and checklist. I mean, checklists, they work for me for real, y'all. I mean, I feel so accomplished when I can check things off. And I had my helper over today, and man, I was supposed to have her for 4 hours, and she wasn't feeling good. She could only give me 3. And you know what? That messed me up because I had it tick, 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 tick. I knew what we were going to get done. But Gloria, talk about the power of a checklist, a power of writing it down on the calendar. I mean, this makes such a difference.
Yeah, you know what? Let me just say this to our friends out there. I don't think people understand how much you carry in your head. And when you put it on a list, it stops you from walking around trying to think about what you need to remember. Number 1. And number 2, you get mad at yourself because you forgot. When I tell you I keep a list and I have that reminder on the app. Now, I know y'all think I'm sort of crazy, but I love watching YouTube and they tell me about my iPhone. And I know for a fact Sabrina never watches YouTube about her phone because she don't love her phone like I love my phone. But I love my phone and I use the reminders in my phone. And I say, hi, Siri, remind me of this, remind me of that. And I will tell you because it prevents such a large amount of overwhelmingness when you write it down so that you're not carrying it around. The other thing that a list does is it makes you think about, you don't have to do it. You know what? I don't have to do it. Or I don't have to do it today. Or it's not going to get done. It's just not going to get done because it's stressing me out and it's just not going to get done. So it really does make a difference. I mean, if I go to the grocery store, if there's something on my list and I don't have it on my list, I will forget it and come back home and then you're stressed. But if it's on my list, I look at the list and I won't, I won't. It's a habit. It is a habit though.
Yeah. Friends, write it down, write it down, write it down. I know it's a simple thing. We're talking, probably preaching to the choir, but I just feel lighter too. I can get out of my head on paper. Go and yawn, Gloria. Go ahead, yawn. A full-blown one. Yawn. Go ahead.
Okay, bye, y'all. Okay. When they ask us who's the messy one, if any of y'all don't put down Sabrina's name, I don't like none of you. Okay. She's the messy one.
And number 2 is get some rest. Get rest in December. Get some rest in December. Okay? So you're not stressed out. Get some rest so you are wide awake for your radio show. So you are not yawning and going to sleep as the co-host for your radio show.
At least I'm not eating pumpkin seeds today. I'm not eating pumpkin seeds today.
Maybe you need to. It's okay. It's okay. And
you are just awful. You're awful. Going back to what's that store you like to go to? Whatever that store is. You probably go to Home Depot and Home Goods. Whatever.
All of that. So you guys, it's okay to take a nap in the middle of the day if it's just 30 minutes. and so you can have energy for the rest of the day. So they did talk about de-stressing. If your body is saying, shut it down so that I can come back and give my best, do that. Number
But don't
3.
take no nap if you got lashes on. Don't take no nap if you got lashes, because then you're going to put the lashes on again. So don't let her fool you. Don't let her let you fool you.
See, I can take naps with my lashes. I don't be sleeping all on the side of my sleep on my back. Okay. So. Oh my goodness. We are at another break. I am only on point 3, and we got none of these points to get through. Enough laughter. Laugh with your girlfriend. Laugh with your girlfriend. That distresses your December. We'll be right back. Call us. We want to hear from you. We'll be back. We're back. We're back. All right. Let's go to the phone lines. Our friend Eric is there, who's going to a warm place. Eric, talk to us.
Hi, Sabrina. How are you?
I'm fabulous, Eric. How are you?
We're doing great on our Be From Earth tour here in Carlito right now.
Oh, wonderful. So you guys are traveling now?
Well, yes. This is our busy season. So between October and December is or the very beginning of December is our busy season. We're winding down, and then in December, we always look for a warm climate to go through, whether California, Florida, Georgia, the island, to a cruise, whatever the case may be. We just make sure we de-stress with that.
I love it. Every December, you take a trip to a warm climate. So that's fabulous. So where you guys, do you know where you guys are going yet for this year?
We're going to fly into Atlanta, rent a car, and then just drive down to Florida, see some people, just take our time, get back when we get back. And we celebrate our anniversary. Our anniversary is in October, but we're too busy to celebrate it in October. So we always do that in December, you know?
That's so good. I love not having a schedule, Eric, and just having the time to take your time. That's a blessing all by itself, right?
You got it. You got it. I got my COs, and I'll see Miami Beach in a few weeks.
I know that's right. Well, do you have a question, Brian?
I just think that's so exciting. That's such a fabulous tradition, Eric, that you guys would go someplace. And you know what I love about that is that you not only go different places, but you have different adventures. This year you're driving, another year you're cruising, another year you're on the airplane going someplace, So you guys start talking about that at the beginning of the year, or do you start making those plans, like when it gets close?
We start talking about it around the beginning of the year. Say, okay, we did this last year. What are we going to do for the next year? And then we just plan it, get tickets if we need to, plan it all out. And not a whole lot of planning. And like Sabrina said, by the way, hi, Gloria. Hi, Sabrina. I didn't know that you still on, Gloria. I thought you had gone on.
Yeah, she tried to put me to sleep, Eric. She tried to put me to sleep.
But we plan it out at the beginning of the year, but we don't put a whole lot of events in it. We just make sure we just, enjoy each other, enjoy the warm weather.
Yeah. I love it. I love that, Eric.
Thank you.
And another fabulous company. Now, let's give a round of applause because that's a fabulous company.
Yes. Living right, doing it right, all that good stuff. Happy December, Eric. Stay stress-free. Stress-free. That's
You guys add travel to a warm climate, whether it be plane, train, bus, go somewhere and be warm. I love that.
Don't do a train now. Don't do a train now. You may not make it.
No,
try to stay on the car.
Well, I think we got by that, Gloria. I think we're going to be okay with that transit system. I think we're going to
plan it.
Huh?
I still wouldn't plan my Christmas around the railway.
Okay. Gloria says no train, y'all. She says no train. How about setting a budget for gifts and other holiday items? Set a budget and stick to it. Don't go over it. That's stressing you out. That's stressing you out. Living above your means, trying to buy what you can't afford.
Right.
Happy now and sad January when the credit card bill comes in.
Right.
So set a budget, friends. Set a budget and stick to it. How about shopping for your gifts like right away so you're not stressed out the closer we get to the holiday? And if you're like me, now I don't like the mall, you guys. Kenny loves shopping. He loves going to the mall. I don't. I love online shopping. I love getting it at the door. And I just could do without going to the mall. I really could. I love boutique shopping for myself. I love personal shoppers. I've never really been a mall person. But if that stresses you out, then do online shopping and wrap as the gifts come in. Don't let them pile up. Huh?
You wrap as the gifts come in?
No, that's just one of the things de-stress you. That's what I researched.
Oh, you're just teaching us how to do it. Okay, all right. She said, don't just wait for it. Wrap it. Do you do that? Nah, that ain't what I do.
But I'm glad I tuned to a radio show because I'm going to try that this year. Because I'm always Sabrina. 2 days before Christmas, stuff piled up to the ceiling, and I'm just slapping some tape on any kind of way.
Running out of tape. I know you be running out of Scotch tape. I know you be running out.
Yeah. And so
using bubble gum. I know you do.
all of that. So, but I thought that was a good tip to wrap as they come in instead of being all stressed out at the end. Another thing is getting with friends that you don't normally get with because you're all so busy. December, make time for your friends. This is the force of friendship.
I gotta ask you a question, Sabrina.
We're serious about friendship.
Since you moved into a new neighborhood, have you seen people come over to you to greet you since you moved into a new neighborhood?
They were slow coming, but they are slowly starting to come. And if
Okay.
I'm outside with Rio, they'll come over and talk. Nobody knocked on the door and said, "Welcome to the neighborhood," like some of the neighborhoods we've been in. But when I'm
Okay.
outside, they definitely say, "Welcome to the neighborhood." So
Okay.
I still haven't met my immediate neighbors, though. I don't know where they are. I always see a car up there, but I haven't met them yet. So Sydney's like, "Well, you go introduce yourself." I'm like, "Well, I'm a new neighbor. Shouldn't they be coming to me?" But I'll get over there before the holiday's over and be kind and introduce myself. I will do that. I will do that. Okay, and the last couple of things, you guys, on the list is charity work. You feel better when you give. Whether you work through Kitchen Line, whether you are at a homeless shelter, donating clothes, giving some time, a food pantry, give. That's a distressor. It takes the focus off of you and whatever you're going through and puts the focus on somebody else. And whenever you're around that environment, my goodness, you start to count your blessings. And the last thing I wanted to say was keep it real. Keep it real in December. No unrealistic expectations, because you set yourself up for failure. Gloria always says, frustration is misplaced expectation. Gloria, you have the last couple of words before we are out of here. What would you add to that stress December list? If
You know,
anything
I
at all?
think that's something that I do that I want to do more of when it comes to December, because I always like going to church and seeing all the food that is given away and the clothes that are given away. And you come back home and you see that you have so much food and you have so many extra clothes, and you sit on top of it and it stresses you out some more. So you guys, I'm just asking everybody, go into your closet, especially this year because of the economic situation. And you don't have to meet the people who need it. The churches will take care of that. But there's community centers that need these clothes, that need these mittens. They don't have to be brand new, but we have too much stuff. We really have too much stuff. And there's a lot of people that need it. So, you can get your kids doing stuff. It's just a way to give that also serves your heart and serves your home. So, that's what I think.
That's good. And actually, declutter was one of the things that can de-stress your December, is when you declutter. And it makes you feel good to get it out of your house, but just think who can benefit from all that you give away. Well, you guys, that's our time. There's the music. It's time for us to go. Have an amazing weekend. Gloria, go get your nap before you go do
We'll go to bed.
Okay? All right, you guys.
We'll see you Monday.
We got issues. We'll see you Monday. Take care. Ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.